Okay, everybody, there is a new message from Unite on Twitter, and I saw the title to it, so let's go take a look, shall we? We can look together. We're live on stream right now. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay. I don't even know where to start with this. Ranked Series 25 matchmaking system adjustments. I can't. I can't, dude. I can't. I don't know what this is gonna say, and I don't know if I honestly am in an emotionally ready place to read whatever this says, but here we go. Matchmaking based on master rank ratings. In the previous series, we made changes to the matchmaking system and the values for increases and decreases in the master rank ratings. For more details, please click here. I want to pull this up really quick, by the way, just to mention they did not do this. They didn't do it. They did not do this correctly. Anyway. After analyzing the subsequent matchmaking data, we found that 80% of the matches had an average master rank rating of a difference of 25 or less between teams. Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course it did. Because, guys, it couldn't not. Of course it did. Yes, it had because the points weren't allocated correctly, so everybody sat at the same point level. Of course, there wasn't a huge difference in points. The points weren't allocated. I can't. 80% of the master rank rating had a 25 or less, while 88% of the matches had a difference of 50 or less. This indicates that most matches were occurring between players of similar rating ranges. We will continue to closely monitor this data. I'm just going to, as calmly as I can, say this. The reason all of the games were close between players of this of their master rank rating was because between 1400 and 1599, where we were supposed to have +9 and -9 win and loss, that would continue into 16 to 17 and then start to change at 1800 to 1900 and get more difficult 2000 to 21 and even more difficult at 2200. We instead had +8 -10. Because of this change, almost no one outside cortisol's on. Yeah, I just learned what cortisol was. Here's my stress response. Almost no one outside of the top 1% of solo queue players, the top probably 25-30% of duos, trios, maybe even better for trios, maybe like 40% of trios, and then 5 stacks. Outside of that, every single player was put into the same pool. They were all in the same pool. Because even if you had a 50, it's like 7% win rate, you would have to play something like 500 games to move out of this pool. So you're saying that the games were close, but they couldn't not be close. They had to be close. By design, by the design of the amount of points given, they had to be close. It was not possible for them to not be close because of how it was created. I hope I've made this clear. If you give people +8, -10, and this level comes very early after 12 to 13, right? Basically, everyone speeds through 12 to 13. And then 90, I'd say, % of the players sit between 1400 and 1599, with duos, trios, and a very, very small group of players being the exception. But even these small group of players, if you're saying that the difference is between teams, this is the difference. We're looking at a between team difference. Even a solo queue player that grinds their way to 1800 or something like that has a very high likelihood of still playing with every player that is hanging out here. It's still extremely likely. So anyway, the reason that the matches were so close in master rank rating, and the reason that the queue times didn't go up, and the reason that all of this, like, the people who are analyzing the data don't understand that they've got a corrupted set of data, because whatever. I'm just, of course they were close in master rank rating. They couldn't not be. The system was designed so they couldn't not be. That's it. It's just so frustrating. Adjustments to master rank rating changes. As mentioned in the previous notice, changes to master rank rating due to wins and losses are determined by the base value, which is based on the player's rating plus a variable value that considers the difference between the average rating of your team and the opposing team. However, within a specific range, the variable value unfairly made it harder for players with higher ratings within their team to increase their master rank ratings as expected. Correct. Yes, absolutely 100% correct, which is why this data is bad. It's not good data. This is irrelevant because of this. Anyway. To address this issue, we've revised the formula for calculating the variable value in the current series to reduce the likelihood of such situations occurring. We believe there's still room for improvement in the matchmaking system. I won't comment on that part. To gather more player feedback, we can... I can't. Okay. To gather more player feedback, we plan to conduct a survey in the near future and would greatly appreciate your cooperation. We will continue to meet your expectations and improve the game. Here's the thing. Let me say this. I do believe that there are people who want this game to improve. But I don't think this here and this here is being taken into account. I don't think it's being taken into account. This data here was bad data, okay? Because they didn't change this. They literally say it. So they recognized it. They saw it. They saw what they did. I'm glad they saw what they did, honestly, because otherwise we'd be stuck with this matchmaking forever. And I hope they fix it, because if you just look at their own chart here, regardless of how far apart the players in these paired games were, this needs to be accurate. This needs to be accurate. I don't care if you've paired the enemy team and they're 25 less or 50 less overall matchmaking rating. I don't care about that, because if you don't have these numbers work, even if they are 50 points lower in matchmaking, given the relative swings of this game, given you can look over at Unite API, you can look at the meta, and the best performing Pokemon are at 53%, 55% on certain builds, this number not working, this number not actually giving +9, -9, means every player who is 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can keep going, everyone up to about 60, 61% win rate sits in this group. It doesn't matter if this number doesn't get given to players, regardless of the slight difference in the matchmaking rating between these teams, or the master rank rating between these teams, then they will never move out of this pool of players. And if they never move out of this pool of players, then obviously all of the matches are going to be close in master rank rating, because they can't not be. If I go home tonight and I give my wife a green sticker, and my daughter a green sticker, and my son a green sticker. And I go, guys, I checked it out. 100% of the time, green stickers are 100% of the time, green stickers are match made together. All right, now box. Let's see how it goes. I think my wife's gonna win, and I'll go, but it doesn't make sense. Everyone's in the green sticker category. They're certainly matched together. It doesn't make sense. Why isn't this? Everyone's in the category. There's very little variation between this category to fight for my love. Come on. Whatever. All right. To address this issue, hopefully they fix this. I'm just gonna, hopefully they fix it. I would like it if they fixed it. That's it. We believe there's still room for improvement, and fill out the survey. The survey is weird. It's gonna be a weird survey because you're asking us to fill out a survey based on a system that you didn't implement correctly, right? Fill out a survey. How did everyone like family boxing night? All right, there you go. That'll be a video. Thanks everybody on stream for listening to me rant about this for a while. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. I'll see y'all next time. I hope they fix it. I hope they fix it. We did it.